Yo, what's going on, everybody? Dave Loughy with OddsShopper back again. Thursday, 3-game NBA slate. Coming off a nice night yesterday, 2-1. Gabe Vincent hit, no problem. We got there on Aaron Gordon as well. I got to tell you, I think I need to just stop betting Jimmy Butler props at this point. I was looking through my bet history. All this green on player props, and I see Jimmy Butler 0-5 on my last Jimmy Butler prop. Maybe we just stay away from him going forward, but that's besides the point. Not on the slate today. We got Philly, Brooklyn. We got Golden State down 0-2 to the Kings. That should be a great game. And Phoenix and the LA Clippers. Got some stuff from, I think, 2 of these 3 games, and we'll get into all of that. Hit that thumbs up before you do those. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below, and let's kick it off. Oh, and follow me at Loughy_D on the Twitters. Let's make this happen. All right, so first up, PJ Tucker over a half a three-pointer. Yeah. You ready to sweat tonight? I already threw this in our Chalkboard channel yesterday, and we had slightly better odds. And I told him, I was like, hey, listen, let's sweat this. We were trying to hammer the PJ Tucker live PRA the other day, but all the books locked it up. It was at 5.5. He ended up cruising over that, but it was locked up. So I said, we're going to sweat this one together as a unit over on Chalkboard. Links in the description too. It's always free. All of our picks, all the conversation. We just added 1,500 people to it. So shout out to you guys who are in there. But yeah, if you want to come join, sweat a PJ Tucker 3 together and everything else you got, DFS, betting, whatever it is, we're in there all day, every day, up through the late hours of the night watching basketball and baseball. But it's at -140 on BetMGM right now, 145 on DraftKings. No issues with either of those. And Tucker's a virtual zero on offense. We get that. But he's attempted 9 threes through his first 2 games against Brooklyn. And he shoots north of 38% from beyond the arc this season anyway. And I don't actually think that that's just fluky in the sense that he's getting those opportunities. You have to look at how the Brooklyn Nets have played PJ Tucker. Now, first off, yes, his minutes are going to vary depending on whether the Sixers are up or not. Although keep an eye on Jalen McDaniels. If he ends up sitting for this one, PJ Tucker might get a few more minutes regardless. But I got to tell you, looking at this, I think, the Nets have placed such an emphasis on being able to stop Embiid, slowing from getting to the basket, from getting to his spots. And it's opening up more opportunities for some of these other guys like Tobias Harris, Maxey, of course. Harden's not hitting him, but him too. And even PJ Tucker, 5 and 4 3-point attempts over his first 2 games in this series. I think we get enough of them today to where all we need is one, and we need him to hit one for us. Next up, KEVON Looney, over 2.5 assists, -130 on DraftKings. Now, Looney let us down in the rebounds prop the other night. It is what it is, right? Like, he had 5 boards through the first 8 minutes of that game. You can't ask for more than that. He finished with 7, though. You could definitely ask for more than that. When it was at 5, I'm going, shit, I should have laddered this. He's about to go off. But he was in constant foul trouble, like constant foul trouble. 3 different occasions he was in foul trouble, and he lost a lot of minutes as a result. He only played 22 minutes. And yeah, foul trouble is always going to be a possibility when you're going up against Domantas Sabonis. I get that. But the Warriors are desperately going to need Looney today defensively, okay? They have no Draymond Green. He's suspended for the chest stomp on Sabonis. By the way, shout out to the Kings for saying they're, x-rays and all this stuff on his chest and lungs. That's, maybe it's precautionary, but that's clearly to be like, hey, we're throwing this out there. Throwing it out there. You guys should be suspended. We're getting our x-rays on our guy's chest and lungs over a basketball game. Of course, he is suspended. But they're going to need him today, and he's going to need to anchor the defense. I think it results in him getting upwards of 32 minutes again. Maybe even more, honestly. But 32 minutes seems like a reasonable projection. We saw 32 minutes in game 1 already, where foul trouble wasn't a constant issue and Draymond Green was playing. And yeah, assists aren't a defensive stat, obviously, but he averages 3.8 per 36. So he's averaging over 3 per 32 anyway. 16% assist rate too in the games that Green hasn't played this year. That's up 4% from the games that he's played with Green. But think about this. You're just talking about a guy in Green who is, a facilitator, gets a ton of assist opportunities, leads the team in most games in assist opportunities, a fast-paced game, total of 239, no Draymond Green. So I think the opportunities are going to be there for Looney. Get us 3 assists and we'll be happy. All right, next up, we're going with an under in this Philly-Brooklyn game. Before we do, though, as you guys already know, sound the alarms for anybody in New York, in New Jersey. I don't know how I was messed that up. New Jersey, Ohio, Colorado, and Virginia. If you're in those states, The best sports betting promo is available to you. Unfortunately, not for everyone else. It'll be here in PA soon. It's going to be in Iowa soon. But Colorado, Virginia, New Jersey, and Ohio, if you bet a single dollar at Bet365, you're getting $200 in bonus bets. Here's all you have to do. Sign up using the link in the description, all right? Put $10 in your account, deposit $10, but you only need to bet one of those. Put it on, in my opinion, a massive parlay, long odds parlay, because if you win, you're rolling in it. And if you lose, it doesn't matter, because win or lose, you're getting the $200 in bonus bets anyway. Best promo out there, legitimate no-brainer if you're in one of those 4 states. Use the link in the description. It takes a minute, or in the pinned comment, it takes a minute to sign up, a minute to place your bet. So think about it this way. You're getting $100 per minute or $200 in 2 minutes just to put $1 down on any bet that you want and collect $200 at the end of the day. And of course, must be 21 years or older to gamble. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, Virginia, New Jersey, and Ohio, $1 into $200. Link down there in the description. All right. Curry minus 8 or under 8.5 points today, minus 132 on FanDuel. This is why I love using our Bet Pro tool. That's, as you know, free for the first week, as always. Link down there too for that, because you're getting the best books for everything and you don't have to do any research for it. For example, like people always go, that's a good bet or a bad bet. A good bet is where you're finding significantly better odds than all of the other books and you're finding an outlier. It's objectively a plus EV bet when you're comparing it up against sharper books that have better lines, and this one deviates from that. In this case, here we go. Essentially, what it's doing is it's telling you which bets are plus EV, which props are bettable, in my opinion. And with Curry today, DraftKings, BetMGM, Pinnacle have the under juiced at 7.5 points. On FanDuel, you're getting under 8.5 points at minus 132. And I know that Curry's gone over in both games against Philly in this series, but his usage hasn't been anything crazy. It's around 20%, and he's only going to play between 15 and 20 minutes. 20 minutes seems like the absolute ceiling, as we saw last game. It has an insanely low total in this one, 209.5 in Brooklyn. And since the All-Star break, when the Nets added all those players to the rotation after shipping off at the time, injured Kevin Durant, Curry's gone under. He went under 8.5 points in 14 of 22 regular season games after the All-Star break. So I'm taking the value on FanDuel where you're getting the additional point, which is huge, especially when you're dealing with low numbers. It's absolutely massive. Think about this. If he goes and hits 2 threes and then a 2-point field goal, you're at 8. If you took the under on DraftKings or on BetMGM or anywhere else that's got the 7.5, you're losing to the hook. On FanDuel, you're still winning. So Curry under 8.5 points, minus 132 on FanDuel. This is just the best lines to give him, by the way, if you wonder why I'm throwing the books out there. KEVON Looney over 2.5 assists at minus 130 on DK. And the Chalkboard special, come sweat it with us, baby. Over a half a 3 at minus 140 on BetMGM. It's minus 145 on DraftKings, which is fine too for PJ Tucker. All right, appreciate you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow to close out the week. Peace.